Aquarius, hi. This is going to be a reading for October 14th through the 20th. And I'll be taking a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll be pulling a final card to take a look at what the universe has to say for you at the end of it all. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate with all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can go in the description box below, and you'll find the link to that there. That'll be taking a look into where your person's at in regards to you for this exact period of time. So, let's take a look at you for now. How about that? Let's do that. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. There you go. Alright, so the overall energy for this reading, doesn't want to stick with me apparently, is the Seven of Wands. It's flipping out of my hands. It keeps flipping out of my hands. Which actually kind of makes me wonder right about now. The initial feeling I got with this one was that you're standing up for something. There's something that you're trying to stand up for, but since it keeps flipping away here, I also get a little bit of hesitation here on your part. You are pretty determined. So let's say you have this thing that you want to go get. Let's say there's this exam, okay, at school. Most of you would know that. So you've got this exam and you're like, I gotta get this exam. I'm determined, I'm focused, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to pass this exam, okay? And you know what you have to do to pass it. But when it comes to having to learn for it or study or things like that, you're barely kind of starting to do that. You're kind of like, oh man, you're dragging it. That's what this is looking like. Like, you know what you're fighting for, but at the same time, it's hard for you to start the battle here, pretty much. You know, there's a little bit of, Alright. So, in your recent past here, you get the Strength card, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Again, you're setting off here, fiery, all passionate, all like, I got this, I'm going for it. And then you present yourself as this Page of Swords, which is not really... Why do I get this with you? You're very determined, like deep down you're very determined about something. But the way you're going at it, it doesn't really show. You know, that determination, that passion that you have for this thing, whatever it is. Could be a connection, could be about anything, but you're not going for it full speed. You know, not just yet. In your current situation, you get the Temperance card, the High Priestess, and the Two of Cups. I see a connection coming together here, either coming back together or just coming together. Somebody new possibly, but I kind of feel like it's more somebody that you know based on these cards, the Temperance and the High Priestess. It's kind of looking like it's time for this to happen. This is the timing for the two of you to come back together here. To come out of the, you know, no communication, no nothingness kind of thing here. In your immediate future, you get the Emperor, the Nine of Wands, and the Three of Swords. This person is coming here towards you. You know, it's your person. It's the one that you're thinking about constantly. You can't get them out of your mind. It's driving you nuts. And they're showing up. And you're a little bit hidden here, a little bit. You've got your walls up. You've got your boundaries up, because you're still hurt. You haven't figured out how to forgive this person, how to do this and that to get past this pain that this person may have caused in the past. So your walls are up, you know? Yeah, they're showing up, it's all beautiful and all, but you're like, oh man, they actually showed up. Oops, what do I do now? You know? So, let's start clarifying. Let's do the Seven of Wands there. That got me all curious. Oh, there it is. So it's it actually has to do with the fact that this person may have left you in the past. Even if you left them, you still feel a little bit abandoned, you know, and hurt by whatever it is that happened in between the two of you. So this pain here is actually the source of all of this. And I feel like you've discovered ways to get past this. You know, you kind of saw the light at the end of the tunnel. You're like, oh, it's mine, I'm gonna go get it. But you're not doing it. You're scared, you know, to fix this pain, whatever it is that's holding you back. Not only from this connection, but in life in general. It kind of stirred up a lot of fear in you, in pretty much every aspect of your life, you know, of being hurt and being abandoned and nobody cares about your opinions and things like that. And I feel like you've discovered ways to fix that. But it's so scary that, of course, you have this drive of, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to be free of this pain, and then everything's going to be great. But you're not doing it because it's too scary. It looks scary. So I feel like you're on the edge there of starting to address this pain within you, which is good. You're just hesitant because it's uncomfortable. Yeah, you're gonna have to go through that pain, unfortunately, to fix it. But let's see. Let me see this Knight of Wands. Let's see where you were headed so passionately here. Okay, of course. So you were heading towards. It's looking like you gave it your best shot in this connection with this person that. You know, you two had a very solid commitment here from what it's looking like, and you put in a lot of work in it, a lot of passion, a lot of thoughts, a lot of everything, you know, planning, passion, it's all in here. You gave it all, pretty much, or as much as you could at the time. Let's do the Page of Swords, because I feel like something happened there. Yeah, something changed here. There was love here. I feel like there still is. It's not like, you know, oof, love is gone. No. There still is love here, but something happened in this connection. I feel like somebody turned from this king, you know, kind of like, oh, I know what this is. I want this. I'm very determined. They turned into this page where they stopped sharing as much. They stopped, they started acting a little bit immature even. Something flipped. Something happened in this connection that made that person be more closed off. And I kind of feel that that's you. I feel like you were, possibly this connection scared you. And it kind of made you turn back around into you and not expressing so much to this person, to the world in general. It stirred up a lot of fears in you. So I feel like you backed away a little from it. Maybe a lot for a lot of you, that you just walked away from this connection. Let's do the High Priestess in your current situation. Yeah, you want to come out of this of this silence. You want to break the silence, all right? You want to turn around and walk away from the two of you not communicating, and you don't know how to make this connection work again, you know? You're still kind of trying to figure things out. There's still a little bit of fear here with you lingering, but I feel like you're determined now compared to the past where it just hit you. You didn't know what was happening and you possibly backed away from it. Now you want this. Now you're determined that you want this. You just don't know how to fix it, how to make it balanced again. Let's do the Two of Cups in your current situation. Yeah, it's making you think because you're confused as hell. You're sad because the two of you are not really coming together as you expected, at least, and you need to go within and look there and possibly address those fears, and that'll probably bring this connection back together, because that's, I feel like some sort of fears broke this connection, and once that's gonna start being addressed, it's all good. Let's do the Nine of Wands here in your immediate future. Yeah, that's all you here, the Empress. I told you, the Emperor is here, that's your person, and that's all you feeling stuck, feeling like you cannot escape this love, no matter how much you try, no matter what you do, and what you're doing is putting up walls because you don't know how to handle it necessarily. It's coming at you strong. Even though this person may not be in contact with you physically, you're still feeling their presence, their energy. It's killing you pretty much because you don't know how to, oh man, how do I escape this? And it's creating a lot more fear on top of those that were brought up initially. Let's see this Three of Swords. The energies could be reversed, so I could be talking about your partner here that's doing this. You would know best. Yeah, you want to walk away from this pain. You're trying all sorts of methods of healing, of getting over this hurt, this whatever it was in between the two of you that hurt you in the past. You're just trying to put it all behind you, and I feel like the way you're trying to do that is avoid it completely, and that's a little bit of a self-deception here on your part, because that's not the way to do it, and I feel like you know that, but because it's painful, you're like, I don't want to go back into that. No freaking way. Who in their right mind would want that? Nobody. But that's the way to address it. You have to feel it. And I promise you, it's not going to be as bad as it was the first time you felt it. I promise you that. Because a lot of people fear that, like, oh man, I don't want to go back into that pain. Nobody does, but that's the way to address it, unfortunately. Well, let me pull up the final card for you from the universe. Let's see what the universe has to say to you. Yeah, you're going through an end of a cycle here. I feel like you are going to step into this healing, this inner reflection here for you. You're going to go into it. And that's going to be ending a cycle for you. You may have repeated this over and over again, where in past relationships you may have, you know, kind of like, oh, forget it. I don't need that person. It's fine. I'm just going to go past it. And this time you feel like you can't. And that's why it's kind of pushing you, the universe and everything is kind of pushing you to maybe address it differently this time. Just step into that pain, that place of feeling uncomfortable. And I feel like you are going to do that with the World card here, because the cycle is ending for you. So that something new can begin, you know, for this connection, a brand new beginning, and you more open to learning, you know. So this is what I have for you. I feel like you are going through this not so pleasant place right now, but once you figure it out how to go through this, you'll open new doors to new possibilities. in this connection, in your life in general. So that's it. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.